The following guide is a limited instructional primer on the setup and use of WordPress for the purpose of creating an ePortfolio. Navigate in your web browser to blogs.muhlenberg.edu. On the far right, just above the username and password entry point, click on the Create an Account link. Fill out the form. Create a username. This username will be public, so make certain it is appropriate for your uses. A simple username of your first initial and last name will be more than sufficient for this purpose. Use your full first and last name in the name section. Use your Muhlenberg email address only. Any other email provider's address will not be allowed to register. Create a password. This password does not have any requirements on length or special characters, but as with any password, make it strong and write it down along with your username. Retype the password to confirm it. Click on the checkbox next to where it says, "Yes, I'd like to create a new site." Create a blog address or URL. As with your username, this will be public, so make it appropriate for your uses. Use only lowercase letters and numbers. Once again, a simple URL of your first initial followed by your last name is sufficient for this purpose, but you are not required to use this formula. Make a site title. Typically for ePortfolio use, your full name is a sufficient title. You may change this later on if you like. The next yes/no question, I would like my site to appear in search engines and in public listings around this network, deals with the privacy of your ePortfolio. While this option does not make your site completely private, it does hide it from potential searches and from listing your site on the blogs.muhlenberg.edu directory. Most students select the no option, but it is entirely situational and up to the user and/or professor's discretion. Check with your professor for instructions on this matter. Click Complete Sign Up. Sign in to your Muhlenberg email account and check for an activation message. If you have not received the email yet, refresh your inbox, or if it has been longer than 5 minutes, please contact your technical assistant. Click on the activation link in the email. If you already have a Muhlenberg blog account, please go to blogs.muhlenberg.edu and log in on the right with your username and password. Once logged in, click on the Blogs tab. Then, click on the Create a Site button. Fill out the form with a site domain or URL, a site title, and privacy setting. Then, click on the Create Site button to continue. Return to blogs.muhlenberg.edu and log in with your username and password. Click on the Blogs tab. Then, under Site Directory, click on the My Sites tab. A full listing of the blogs you've created or are a member of should appear. For most of you, only the recently created blog should be listed. Click on the blog's name to view the blog. At this point, it should look relatively simplistic, but over the next few steps, you'll be customizing it, both operationally and visually, through the dashboard, the back-end system of WordPress. At the very top of the page, next to My Sites, you'll see the name of your page listed again. Hover over the name of your site, and a drop-down menu shows multiple options. Click Dashboard. This brings us to the dashboard, where you'll control both the external visual and internal operational settings for your WordPress ePortfolio. Listed down the left are the multiple options that we'll get into as we go. For most of you, a WordPress template will be provided to you via email by your instructor or technical assistant. This template is provided to give you a guide into the content of your ePortfolio. To use this template, we need to import it into WordPress. Check your email and download the template. It'll be an XML file. Then, in the dashboard, go down to Tools and Import. Click on the button that says WordPress. To upload the template, click the Choose File button. Navigate to where you save the file and click Open. Then, click the button labeled Upload File and Import. On the Assign Authors page, select your username from each of the drop-down menus. Then, click the checkbox next to Download and Import File Attachments. Click Submit. You have now imported the template into your WordPress ePortfolio. From the dashboard, click on the Settings option. This will bring you to the General Settings page. Notice on the left the Settings option is highlighted and the submenu options are listed. On the General Settings page, there are multiple options to modify, namely your site's title, a brief tagline, which you should modify to your liking, as well as your time zone. Please set your time zone either to New York or UTC-5. And then make sure to click Save Changes at the bottom of the page when you are finished. Next, click on the Reading option under the Settings tab on the left. For those of you that used an ePortfolio template, change the Front Page Displays option to a static page. Then, on the front page dropdown, select Introduction or Welcome. This sets your home page to an introductory page instead of the default Posts page. You can use this option even if you haven't started with a template to set your own created home page. The other options are at your discretion, including the Search Engine Visibility option we set earlier. Click Save Changes. Lastly, click the Discussion option under the settings on the left. Check Allow people to post comments on new articles to turn off commenting for your site. Then click Save Changes at the bottom of the page. While there are many other settings available to change, the above are the only ones necessary for this purpose. From the dashboard, click on the Appearance option. This will bring you to the first stop on making your blog look more customized. Themes. Themes are the general layout of your ePortfolio, and while the default theme is perfectly acceptable to use, you may, with your professor's permission, change your theme. Note: there are themes installed on this instance of WordPress that are not conducive or appropriate for an ePortfolio. Do not use any theme that does not follow the general suit of heading followed by text, as shown in 2010 Weaver. Themes that will not work with an ePortfolio resemble Minimatica or The Dawn. Hover over a different theme and click Live Preview to see what your blog will look like with this theme. On this preview page, the left sidebar has a few options depending upon your theme. You can change your site's title and tagline again, some color options perhaps, a background image, and some other options. Note: remember that everything in your ePortfolio, from layout and color scheme to navigation and content, will convey a style, presence, or message about you as the author. Choose your layout and colors wisely, and be mindful of what your choices may convey to a reader. As a design issue, don't ever use dark fonts with a dark background, and vice versa. Click on Save and Activate to use this theme. Click Cancel to return to the Themes page without activating this theme. With the Appearance menu selected on the left, there are multiple sub-menu options, next being Customize. The Customize page is similar to the Preview page visited while selecting a theme. Here, you can change the same options as in the Preview page, but for your current theme. Click on the Save and Publish button when you are done editing. Widgets are a pre-encoded interactive or real-time element that you can add to specific places in your theme called widget areas, typically called sidebars and footers. Sidebars show up on the left or right of your main ePortfolio page, and footers show up on the bottom. On the Widgets page, there's a list of available widgets. A short description of the widget's purpose is written below each option. To use a widget, click on the widget name and a drop-down menu appears. Choose the area that you wish to place the widget, and then click Add Widget. The widget will be added to that area and display options appear. Choose your options and fill out any necessary information, then click Save. Note, each widget area can be home to any number of widgets, but do so with discretion. The more widgets you have, the more hectic the page may look. Use widgets for a reason. If you don't have a reason, don't use it. You may edit any widget in any area by clicking on its name in the widget area. You can also delete widgets by clicking on Delete in the editing options. If you would like to reorder the widgets, simply click and hold the widget's name in the widget sidebar area, then drag up or down. You can also quickly add and delete widgets by dragging a widget into or out of the widget area. Sometimes for an ePortfolio, it is entirely fine to not have any widgets. Note, at any time you can view your site by clicking on the name of your blog in the top left-hand corner. This is most useful when working with widgets or any of your appearance options. With some themes, you'll see Theme Options or a special theme-based menu under Appearance. This is typically just some extra options for your selected theme. Most themes will have a header option. Click on Header. Make sure that you have an appropriate image that you own the rights to and click Choose File. Navigate to the image on your computer and click Open. Then click Upload. If the image needs to be cropped to fit the space, select the area you want to use and then click Crop and Publish. You can always come back to this page to change your header image by uploading a new one. If you want to remove your header image, click the Remove Header Image button. If done editing, click Save Changes. The Background option under Appearance allows you to add an image to the background of your site. Most of the time, this option is completely unnecessary, even detrimental to the readability of your ePortfolio. Use background images at your own risk. However, you can change the site's background color on this page as well. Click the Select Color option. Pick a color Then click Save Changes. Remember, you can always click on the name of your site to take a preview of what your site will look like. In your dashboard, click on the Pages option. This takes you to a listing of all the different pages on your site. If you use the template, the listing includes a few pre-constructed pages. To create a new page, click on the Add New button next to the page's heading. To edit an already made page, hover your cursor over a page name and click Edit to open the page editor. If you ever need to just quickly change the title, posting date, password protect, privatize, or allow or disallow comments on an individual page, hover your cursor over a page name and click Quick Edit to access these items. To delete a page, hover over a page name and click Trash. The page editor looks and works very similar to any word processor programs, with a few added items. Under the Edit Page heading is the title of your page. You may edit the title of your page here, with the instructor's permission for template-made pages. Directly below the page title, there are two items, an Add Media button, as well as the Editing toolbar. The Editing toolbar contains many of the various tools found in word processing programs, including bold, italicize, bulleting, quoting, and justification options. Hover over any editing button to see what it does. Below the Editing toolbar is the Edit area. Note, although you may make all edits or add text content directly into the Edit area, it may be a good idea to type a draft in a word processing program to utilize their grammar and spell check capabilities, especially with any long-form text. To add a hyperlink to your page, highlight some text that you wish to link. Click the chain link-shaped button in the Editing toolbar. Type a web address into the URL area to link to an external website. If you would like to link to a page on your site, click the Or Link to Existing Content option and choose the page you wish to link to. If you would like to add photos or documents in PDF or doc form to your page, click the Add Media button. In the Insert Media window, click on the Upload Files tab. You may upload by either dragging and dropping the file into this window or by clicking the Select Files button. Navigate to your image or document, then click Open. The file should upload and show up in the media library. You may select any image or document already uploaded to your site in the Media Library tab. When an image or document is selected, adjust the attachment details and attachment display settings shown on the right to your liking. Click Insert to Page to place the image or document on your page. For more image options, click on the image in the Page Edit area and then click on the small image icon in the left corner of your image. In the Edit Image pane, you can select size, alignment, or text wrapping, as well as change the picture's title or give a caption for your photo. Click Update to save your changes. Videos cannot be uploaded directly into WordPress, but we can still use previously uploaded videos on services like YouTube, even our own media.muhlenberg.edu. To embed a YouTube video into your page, go to the video on YouTube. Then, right-click anywhere in the video pane. From the drop-down menu, select Copy Embed Code. Back on your WordPress edit page, click on the Text tab on the rightmost edge of your edit area. This will bring you into the plain text viewer of your page, including the background coding involved with this page. Note: be careful when in the plain text viewer. You can inadvertently disturb the coding that makes your page if you play around too much. Click on the area that you want to insert your video and move your text cursor there. Then, paste your code. The code beginning with iframe should be pasted in the text. Click on the Visual tab to return to the visual editing mode, and you should see a yellow box appear in your page. This is where the video will be on your page. Embedding a video from media.muhlenberg.edu follows a similar process. First, find the video on media.muhlenberg.edu. To the right of the video, under Embed Code, click the text to highlight the text. Then, copy the code. Then, just as before, in the Edit Page window, click on the text option and paste the embed code where you wish it to show up. When editing a page, if at any time you would like to see what the page would look like on the site, under the Publish section to the right of the Edit page, click the Preview button. If you are satisfied with your changes, click the Publish button or the Update button if editing a previously made page. You can always go back to the Pages section in your dashboard to modify, delete, and add more pages. In the dashboard, hover over Appearance and then click on the Menus option. This brings you to the Edit Menus page, in which you can create custom navigation for your site. By default, your site will order pages based on creation date or via the order options when editing a page. The easier method to reordering and customizing your page menu navigation is through the Edit Menus page. At the top, click Create a new menu. Enter a name for your menu, then click Create Menu. Under the Pages heading on this page, check all the pages that you would like to add to the menu, or click Select All to select every page. Then click Add to Menu. Each page is then placed in your menu. You can then click and hold each page name in your menu and drag up or down to reorder. You can also create a submenu page by dragging the page directly under the main page you want to use, then drag slightly to the right, as if the page name is tabbed in. At the bottom of your menu, under the menu settings, check Auto Add Pages to automatically add newly created pages to this menu. To place your custom menu on the site, check one of the locations as your theme location. Then click Save Menu to save your custom menu. If there is sensitive information on your ePortfolio, or you want to really limit the number of people that can view your site, you may enable password protection. Click the Plugins menu option in the dashboard. On the Plugins page, scroll down the list of different plugins till you see the Private Blog plugin. Under the plugin name, click Activate. This adds the Private Blog menu option to your dashboard. Click the Private Blog menu option. On the Plugin Settings page, click the slider labeled Enable Password to enable or disable this feature. Under Password, enter a password. This password should be different from your blog's login password. Write this password down and don't forget it. Click Save Settings. Your blog is now password protected. You should now be more than capable of crafting your own ePortfolio by following along with this guide or by attending a scheduled tutorial session with your technical assistant. But if you are struggling with this process, having technical issues, would like a refresher, or need assistance with a specific topic, please feel free to contact your professor or your technical assistant.